live. Good morning, everybody over there in Asia. Let me make sure I'm registered right quick. Good night, everybody in the United States. Uh, we got a couple things we're gonna talk about. The market is open. I'm so excited. It's money to be made. Congratulations to everybody last week who won on the trades and who didn't get their money back to the market. Because we tend to give our money back when we win. Always secure your winnings and keep pushing. But we got a lot of news going on. It's gonna be a pretty busy week, guys, for us. We got concerning the NASDAQ, we still got inflation going crazy. What do we got? The railroad union. I was telling you guys that we was having problems about the supply chain, and the railroad guys were upset about. They were upset about the demands that they were given. They didn't want to have to stay on call or all of that, but they figured that out now. So that's going to be good for the equity markets. We got a big Fed meeting this week though, so that's going to cause some volatility. Which I'm bullish on the U.S. dollar. I'm going to make that quite frank right now. I'm heavy on the U.S. dollar right now. I feel like it has potential to blow up. I'm going to show you guys as we continue. But yeah, and that meeting is going to be on Wednesday too. I have my notes here. Citigroup said that there has to be a massive recession in order to fix this inflation. So what does that mean? Shorten the NASDAQ, shorten the S&P 500, long term, low risk, long term trades. And Bitcoin is below 20,000 right now as we speak. So that's developments. But as far as abroad, the news that we have abroad, China's still having a drought. So, and actually, they have this thing to where their water is too warm. So they can't eat. The water's too warm coming through the rivers. So they usually will calm their nuclear plants down with water. But that water is too hot now. So they're having to shut down a lot of electricity, and a lot of their plants is getting shut down temporarily just to conserve energy. But that China China went ahead and met up with Vladimir Putin, and Putin had to admit that China expressed concerns with him punking out everybody. Well, punking out Ukraine actually. And as we speak, Putin is attacking viciously. He was pushed back, but we might see some of that in the market as well. Putin is he's being very vicious right now towards the people of Ukraine. But we actually got global warming. That's a big issue still, like I just said, in China, and as well as in Europe, because they're facing an energy crisis due to Vladimir Putin. I'm so tired of saying Vladimir Putin, but he's the guy that's causing all the ruckus, actually. What do we got? Putin still hasn't opened up the pipeline yet for the Russians. I mean, for the Europeans, but I'm not going to say luckily. China is relieving their shutdown, but they still shut down. So with that being said, they still want us to buy a lot of gas because they aren't buying that much gas in China. So we shutting that down as well. I'm live right now. What we got here?
Can I use your mouse?
Nah, I'm in the middle of I'm broadcasting right now. Give me a second. The benefit of being a trader, guys, you can trade from anywhere in the world. I could be anywhere in the world. I decide to come be with my mom and hang out with her. That's one of the benefits of trading. But let's go ahead and dive into the charts. Let's see. I actually have oil up right now. Let's look at it. Let's go. What do we got here with oil? Interesting. Oil is extremely interesting here. This is a pretty good buy zone, but oil has the potential to fall further. How far can oil go down though, guys? I see a little resistance. You see, support right here. It doesn't want to continue to fall. I'm sure you guys are happy at the pumps right now. This is what happens when oil is at $85 per barrel. Okay, we were up around 90. It just dropped all of a sudden. And I think we have potential for it to go down. With those people saying that China saying that they're going to slow down on locking down their big cities and whatnot, we may see this go back up again because China has a lot to do with oil. But as far as technical analysis, We gotta wait and see, will it begin to fold more, and if it taps this bottom, or if it'll break through resistance. Right here, plenty of resistance right there. I mean, this is so much resistance, and well, resistance and support at the same time. I mean, it wants to shoot up, it wants to pull down. We have complete indecision. So, with that being said, we have to wait. Let's look at just my cousin Bun. This is his favorite commodity, gold. As we can see, gold is rebounding though. This is compared to the U.S. dollar. Gold is pushing up, but I see levels, I see pressure. When gold get up here, it has the potential to continue to fall. We got the Fed meeting Wednesday. That's going to be epic news. That's going to rock the market a little bit. We're going to see if those guys are considering raising 100 basic points. Last year was the ending of last year. I was listening. They was talking about 35 basic points would be crazy. I mean, we're in crazy times, so they trying to get the inflation under control. So, with that being said, they said they're willing to yank everything into a recession. What's going on, Blue? Oh, them Packers, what them Packers do, man? You know I ain't been on it. I'm still boycotting because they ain't rock with my boy Kaepernick. Hadn't watched a football game since they did Cap like that. But yo, check out Euro USD, all right? Man, what do we have with the Europeans? We have a lot of pressure. As you can see last week, we had the King Dollar. We was King Dollar. Well, that one last. Well, yeah, that was last week. King Dollar. And we dropped below parity, which means a euro is now worth less than a dollar. Yeah, a couple of smidget cents or whatever. But we have reached parity, and we're holding that position. What can happen next? It always shot up, you know. It didn't like being down there, but how much more? I mean, there's more room for this to fall, I would say. The euro must fall. I feel like with Ukraine pushing back so hard, that gives Putin an incentive to really act the fool. So we're gonna have Ukraine issues. We're gonna have a ton of issues that's gonna affect the Europeans and the Great Man Pound, I would say. But let's go to my favorite currency pair, the Japanese yen versus the U.S. dollar. Oh yeah, by the way, we're just looking at the 4-hour charts because I don't want to be too long here because I'm gonna come back probably for the live session at 3 a.m. Eastern time. So let's see here. What we got? Look back here. What do you guys see? That thing jumped up so high, man. The U.S. dollar been strong. It shot up, bounced back down, fiddle farted some, and shot right back up. Fiddle farted down some. What you guys think it's about to do? What you guys think the dollar's gonna do this week? I feel like the dollar's gonna go back up this week. We may see some more rejection. I ain't mean to draw that. Let me just whatever. Yeah, but I feel like the dollar's gonna probably come back down here again. Let me get my marker back. Yeah, I feel like the dollar's gonna come back down here, and we're gonna shoot back up to unprecedented territory because the dollar has never been this strong. Honestly speaking, the dollar has never been this strong. I can show you guys right now. I was talking to a guy. He was doing some tent, and he didn't like Joe Biden too well. He had a lot to say about Joe Biden. I'm just not that big of. I'm not a big politics type guy, man. I'd rather, I just look at the charts and I look at the facts here. And the dollar's at its highest it's ever been. True enough, look at the NASDAQ. This is the top 100 tech stocks. Usually in good time, tech stocks are doing great. Apple, your Snapchat, your WhatsApps, your Twitters, and all that. TikTok is not involved because China owns TikTok. But look at here. This is the dollar. This is the dollar chart. Just a lot of volatility. We're in some really interesting zones here. After that fall, we continue to see fall. I'm not sure. Look at here. Did it turn into this may have become this is an official bear market? Look at here. That indicates a bear market, but we turned bullish for a small amount of time. But as you can see, it falls longer than this is a lower high. This was it came on up, boom, came on up. It's constantly creating lower highs. We had a lot of time for the Fed. The Fed didn't speak for like a whole week straight, so we had a little bit of time for it to shoot up. But now the Fed is back yapping. We got another meeting coming up. I feel like this thing gonna fall. Let me look at the weekly chart right quick, guys. This is a weekly analysis right quick. Last week, complete bloodbath for equities. So I'm sure you guys' pockets, or you look at your Robin Hoods and whatnot, maybe looking a little different, maybe looking a little short. But this thing gonna go down some more. This is a little weekly chart. Fell for 3 weeks straight. The week before last, it did alright, but it showed its true colors this last week. We may have room for a rebound. You know, look, you know what I'm saying? This all look good. Potential, it shot up from down here, but it didn't make it. It didn't last. Oh, I got this all in the middle of the screen. My bad, y'all. But yeah, look, you see what it's gonna do. I feel like it got potential to shoot back up. Well, yeah, shoot back up, then shoot back down. But blase, 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 blah. Let's look at the pound versus the yen. You know, everybody loves this pair, but look at this, man. It did some. It does some good moving, but it ain't moving nowhere. You know, not at this time. I mean, it's great to buy risk assets. It's great to buy the pound when times are good. It's great to buy the Aussie dollar when times are good, but during times of turmoil, you want to stay away from the pound. As you can see, for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days, the pound has been folding, and I think it's gonna be a continuation. Yeah, it's gonna be a continuation. I want to see the pound come down here. Then we might see a nice rejection to the upside here. When I last checked, the U.S. dollar was up 18 or 20 pips on the yen. When it's strong dollar, the yen is going to hold its weight against all currencies, because that means all currencies are frozen pretty much when the dollar's strong. Let's look at the Canadian dollar versus the U.S. dollar, though. I skipped over Euro CAD because I want to see power versus power. The last couple of days, dollar's been whipping on the Canadian dollar. I see straight push up, bullish momentum. As you guys know, I just showed you guys that oil was around $85 per barrel. One of the main sources of income from Canada is selling oil. So when oil goes down for Canada, you guys can expect Canada currency to be affected. Well, if oil goes down across the world, you can expect Canada's currency to be affected, and it will weaken, and it will become strong when oil is up. So be on the lookout, especially against the yen, because the yen is our consumer, so they actually buying it. They aren't even producing it, so they benefit when it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Because they buying so much of it, the Japanese. So, but this is the U.S. dollar. All we seeing is bullish momentum, and I feel like we have room for this to continue. This is just today has been really a big day for the dollar so far, and the market has only been open about 5 hours. The foreign currency market. It's already tomorrow in Asia. Okay, guys. When we in America, we are already a day behind waking up. So, you know, let's look at the 5-minute chart. Oh, that's so whack. Why is it so smushed up? I ain't got time for it. I'm live. Uh-oh. Okay. I think we pretty much went over everything. We can go over Euro CAD right now. I'm pretty sure Euro CAD is yeah. Euro CAD is gonna keep falling. This is yeah. That's the 5-minute chart. Let's go to the 4-hour. Euro CAD is gonna continue to fall too. I got my maps all screwed up. I think I just did that. But now it looks normal though. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, check it out though. Well, the euro is pumping up on it, but let's see. Let's go to the daily one more time. This has the potential to fall, guys. Oh yeah. this has the potential to fall. Because, yeah, when we get news that China's fully opening up everything and oil begins to skyrocket and we have to deal with it, because we're going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to deal with Putin. But when oil begins to skyrocket, we're going to plan on making money off of it, even though we're going to have to spend more at the gas tank. We're going to buy the Canadian dollar versus that euro. It may not be today, but I'm gonna do a live probably when I catch this. But we're gonna be looking out too. I'm gonna get ready to end the video pretty soon. Like I said, we're gonna be looking out for the what the Fed is actually planning on doing. As far as, are they gonna raise the rates 100 basis points? That's unprecedented. We're gonna be mind boggled if they do that. The market is gonna react in a rage that we've never seen. Well, no, we did see a big rage with inflation numbers, so we have seen this before and we're ready for it. Let's see how things go, guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I'll be back around 3 a.m. to elaborate on and then to react to what we're seeing, because it may be time to get ready to engage again, to engage in the market. I'm going to show you guys actually what news we have coming up. This is Forex Factory. Gives you all news related to Forex. It's free. What do we got coming up? The New Zealand dollar. Well, yeah, the New Zealand dollar, that governor speaks. We got the monetary policy meeting, which is big for the Australian dollar. That may pump against the yen and it may pump against the dollar, but I'm sure it will fall again. We got CPI data, core inflation data. Well, inflation data from Canada. That's going to be interesting, but it won't have nothing on the U.S. dollar. I'm telling you guys right now. Wednesday, this right here, telling you, we're going to see some movement. We're going to see the NASDAQ go down a couple points, maybe 500 points. That's me calling it. So you heard it here. I can't wait till that happens. I'm going to just gloat. But, yeah, I don't really play with the Fed. I think they ready to shut some stuff down. They may yank us into a little recession, a rougher recession. But they're tired of this inflation. That number, 8.3, they want it to be lower than 8.3, so they raised 75 basis points, and it dropped from 9 point something. It ain't dropping fast enough for them, I don't think. I don't think they're really playing games. So, but this is what we're excited about right here. Boom, boom, boom. And let's see what's later on. What you got? Bank of Japan. They're going to print money. That's all they're going to say. They're going to stand up and say, we're going to print more money no matter what. The Great Britain Pound, though, that's going to be interesting to see what's going on. Especially with their turmoil, the monetary policy meeting, that's going to be pretty big. It's going to be big, too. We're going to be there. What time is it going to be? Oh, 6 a.m. So it ain't going to be that big of a reaction, because it's going to react when the U.S. market open, because all the other markets are going to be closed. We got the French, the Euro. Okay. French PMI data. What do we got here? That's it. Oh, 1 o'clock though. Jerome Powell. When he speaks, the market move. You guys need to get familiar with him, okay? If you're going to listen to me, you guys need to get familiar with Jerome Powell. He called the shots. He let us know what the market is going to do, basically. So we're going to pay attention to what he has to say, because the market moves well after he speaks. They continue, like the market is actually moving off some stuff they were saying about the dollar is strong because of the inflation number, and because they were saying that we're going to still raise rates no matter what. So let's go to the charts one more time, if we can get there, because the screen's loading up. Yeah, let's see. USD, JPY, this is our go-to. And I love to see this. Look at this. Look at all the up room. We got a lot of room to go up, guys. That's beautiful. That's beautiful for us. Like I said, get in, and if it breaks resistance here, what is this around? 143, between 143 and 144. Break resistance will go up. It's unlimited upside until we start filter farting, then we secure profits and get out. Leave a few runners. But we trying to short the NASDAQ heavy. We're gonna try to short the NASDAQ heavy. But we ready to buy that thing too, if need be. I'm sorry I haven't even looked at Bitcoin. Let me see. Damn. Oh man, I ain't even mean to cuss like that. Look at Bitcoin. Oh, bloodbath. That's kind of put me in a bind because I'm kind of I didn't even, I am kind of an investor in Bitcoin. I got quite a bit holding, but Bitcoin is below. Bitcoin has touched 18,000 something. It's below 19,000 now. This is pretty ugly here. You seeing it live too at the headquarters. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Told y'all the Fed ain't playing. They want that Bitcoin money too. They want all this money. Ethereum just did a merger. We're gonna speak on that around 3 a.m. But I don't want this video to be long. I probably already spoke too long because I'm trying to shorten up my videos. I'm trying to shorten them up. Oh man, they got some stuff all in the it said read whatever. I'm not even gonna explain it. Hey, y'all have a good night and get ready for me. I'm gonna be up at 3. We're gonna be it's gonna be 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. We're gonna be here for the open for you guys. And we're gonna show y'all what goes down. Thank y'all for tuning in too.